Excellencies, I thank the Brazilian presidency and the President of Brazil for this historic initiative of an open-ended meeting. The evolving global challenges undermine the efforts to maintain international peace and security, achieve sustainable development, and uphold human rights. Efficient and timely actions by the international community with the renewed and reinvigorated UN at its forefront are imperative to strengthen the multilateralism and build safe, prosperous, and sustainable future. In this regard, the key priorities of today's deliberations outlined in the concept note are more than timely and relevant. Excellencies, I represent a landlocked, middle-income country which in the recent years had to face consequences of the global and regional crisis. Armenia has consistently stressed the importance to address the needs of countries in special situations by fostering a global environment where every country is given the opportunity to implement its developmental aspirations through targeted and tailored policies and support. Strong, inclusive, and effective multilateral financial institutions are essential to this end. Against the backdrop of the fragile global security, humanitarian, economic, and environmental situation, the international community should draw special attention to the distinct structural vulnerabilities of the countries in special situations and middle-income countries in order to facilitate their access to concessional finance and assist them to integrate into global processes on equal footing in line with the commitments outlined in the Addis Ababa Action Agenda. The consequences of ongoing climate crisis are increasingly difficult to address, in particular for mountainous countries like Armenia. The threats posed by the climate change affect all aspects of sustainable development, requiring concerted climate action to ensure effective mitigation and adaptation of policies, as well as addressing the loss and damage. In this context, the establishment of sufficient, sustainable, and predictable climate finance mechanisms with full engagement of different stakeholders is crucial to meet the commitments under the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Paris Agreement. Excellencies, sustainable development cannot be achieved without lasting peace. Today we witness aggressions, violent armed conflicts, geopolitical tensions, and mistrust in many regions of the world, seriously undermining the development progress. Our region wasn't immune to such challenges. Armenia's developmental aspirations were drastically affected by the consequences of a large-scale war, acts of aggressions against its sovereign territory, and influx of around 140,000 refugees, the entire indigenous population of Nagorno-Karabakh. However, these calamities couldn't overturn the determination of the government towards implementing its ambitious reforms agenda aimed at strengthening democratic institutions, promoting human rights, rule of law, advancing gender equality, and empowerment of youth. Normalization of relations with its neighbors is one of the main priorities of the Republic of Armenia, and we spare no efforts in order to achieve peace and stability in our region. As part of our peace agenda, we have presented the initiative of the Crossroads of Peace that aims at development of connectivity between Armenia and the neighboring countries. We are convinced that unblocking of all transport communications in the South Caucasus will, with full respect for the state sovereignty, territorial integrity, and principles of equality of reciprocity, will open up new opportunities for the movement of cargo and citizens, thus promoting political dialogue, peace and prosperity in the region and beyond. We count on the support of our international partners in advancing above-mentioned goals. In conclusion, allow me to express once again our gratitude to Brazil for organizing this debate. As we have adopted the ambitious Pact for Future, let us seize the opportunity to reiterate our commitment to the renewed multilateralism aimed at more effective response to upcoming challenges and achieving safe, sustainable, and prosperous future for the generations to come. And I thank you.